Hi everybody, welcome to the Dream Giveaway Garage. Today I'm going to be showing you two amazing big block Chevy muscle cars from the golden era of performance. It's our Super Chevy Dream Giveaway, and you can win both of these amazing muscle cars when you help out charity. Come along, we're going to check them out. Let's start with this amazing 1969 Camaro. You know, in 1969, a Chevrolet made 243,000 Camaros. Can you believe that number? Where are they all today? But only about 2% of those, or about maybe 4,500 or so, received the 396, 375 horsepower, big block, aluminum head, monster V8 that you see in this one. What an amazing engine. And the reason why so few of these were built back in the day is that they were primarily for drag racers, and for good reason. The solid lifter Chevy big block already had a history in full-size cars like the Impala SS396 and the 427 and 396 Corvettes. Once they put this big block in the Camaro, it was all about going from stoplight to stoplight as quick as you could. Absolutely amazing here on the engine bay presentation here, but there are a couple of speed parts here that weren't original from back in the day. There are AFR aluminum cylinder heads, there are custom headers, and it looks like, and they're on the outside, I'll show them to you later, some Budnick wheels. So how much horsepower does this Camaro make? Well, a whole lot more than the 375 that's on that air cleaner. In fact, we have a dyno sheet that proves this Camaro could get up and go to the tune of about 500 horsepower. Here's the best part: 14,000 original miles on a rotisserie restoration. You know you want it. It would look incredible in your driveway. Heck, don't keep it in your driveway. Keep it safe in your garage so that it's well cherished for years and decades to come. Let's take a quick walk around, if you'd be so kind to join me. Hockey stick striping right there on the fender, on both fenders, with the 396 call out, signifying the original displacement of that block. Camaro SS on the front fender there, so you could see what you were up against when you met it at a stoplight. There's those Budnick 18-inch wheels that really give a whole lot of meat to this rear right here. Please do not touch. Oh, that means this was a car show Camaro. Wanted to make sure that people weren't getting their fingers all over it. Coming around to the back, you'll see that it does have the Camaro ducktail spoiler, very popular on the first gens, and it does have that one-year only 1969 taillight treatment with that rear valance also giving you the SS, which stood for Super Sport. Dual exhaust, of course, whole lot bigger than from the factory. It looks like about maybe a 3-inch exhaust on that. And as you're walking around, you'll be able to see what an amazing restoration this was. Again, a rotisserie restoration. Show quality, national show quality, as a matter of fact. Here we're seeing those hockey stick stripes again, the Camaro SS back on the fender, and we're back to the 396 call out. Now here's a question: if you come back around to the front and you ask me, Chris, why doesn't it have the hideaway headlights? Well, that would have been an RS option, an appearance package. You could have bought the SS with or without the RS, or the Rally Sport. So this is not an RS SS, or an SS RS if you prefer. Now let's go take a look at the interior of this amazing 14,000 original mile Camaro. While we're doing that, remember that you can enter to win both of these amazing Chevy muscle cars in our Super Chevy Dream Giveaway when you help out 8 great charities. I'm going to head on over here to the driver's door, take a look inside, and let's take a peek at what we got. Well, here are the keys. One lucky person is going to win this Camaro and the Chevelle. I'm going to fire it up for you in a moment. Couple call outs here on the interior. Black and white houndstooth interior, very popular in 1969. Grab handle over here. And if you look here, this is called a horseshoe shifter. Mated to a turbo 400 automatic transmission. Behind it, step gauges. Those are your auxiliary gauges. I'm verifying that I'm seeing 14,707 miles on that odometer, and the title does state actual miles. But here's the fun part. Putting my one foot on that brake and pumping that gas once or twice and getting ready to fire this Camaro up. Remember, there were 375 horse from the factory, but this one is closer to about 500 horsepower. And I think once you hear it, you'll agree with me. Here we go. Oh yeah. That's big block Chevy right there. Well, tell you what, you think that was good. Let's move on over to the 1970 Chevelle SS454. May have come a year later with an all-new design in that 70 Chevelle that really made it, in many people's opinion, the best Chevrolet muscle car ever. Let's walk on over. In 1970, you could have ordered a Chevelle almost any way that you wanted. If you were into big blocks, the LS5 was the only model that was available with air conditioning. The solid lifter LS6 did not allow you to get air conditioning with it. Anyways, let's take a look at this incredible stock restored engine compartment here. We've got the engine decal right there, beautifully restored in here. You can see that factory air conditioning that I was talking about. And one other thing to point out here, you might be able to see it from the underneath or better from the top, is that functional cowl induction hood. What happened was, when you hit the throttle, the flap there will open and close and allow air, which is hitting the windshield, to bounce off the hood. And the intent was to draw cold air into the carburetor for more horsepower. As I was telling you, many folks think that that 70 Chevelle SS454 is the most beautiful Chevy muscle car ever made. Let's take a walk around and see why they think that. Here, of course, you can see those Chevy rally wheels. These are on Firestone wide ovals, just like back in the day, except those are modern reproductions. Big call out there on the fender. Again, those were the years in which there was no replacement for displacement, and 454 was that king of the hill. Coming around back, you'll see these wonderful rally stripes. Again, very iconic for the era from Chevrolet. Correct dual exhaust. Another SS shout out on the rear valance. So classic, the 1970 Chevelle SS454. When we come around once again to this side, you know what I'm going to do for you? I love doing this on the A-bodied cars. This is so nice. You get a peek, but I'm going to have you listen to the sound of the door as I close it. Listen to this, guys. Haha, gotta love it, gotta love it. Back here, another SS454 shout out, and there's that cowl induction shout out I was telling you about on the hood itself. If you were wondering what this color is called, this beautiful color on both the Camaro and the Chevelle, well, it is called Cortez Silver. Same exact color for 1969 and for 1970. Now let's take a look inside of this Chevelle SS454 and see what classic big block cruising was all about. You know, it's so neat when the original broadcast sheet survived after all of these years, because it allows you to see how the car was built from the factory assembly line. I can see that LS5 454 engine, the M40 3-speed automatic, a cowl induction hood, the 454 SS package here. Always looking for that to show if it's a true SS454. Original owner Protecto plate, that was for warranty purposes. Inside, you'd think that it's pretty basic, but it's absolutely so comfortable. Red vinyl interior, bench seat, and shifter on the column. So if you ask, why is the shifter there and not here? When you ordered the bench seat with the big block and you didn't order the bucket seats in the console, you got the bench seat and you got the shifter right there. Also, I'd like to point out that the factory air conditioning cars have different vents than the non-AC cars. And here, so simple, but it serves its part. Look at this, you've got a fuel gauge, you've got 120 mile per hour speedometer there, and then of course you've got your AC heater controls over here. And radio, who needs a radio? You got a big block to listen to, right? Speaking of which, these are the keys that are going to go to one winner. I'm going to put that foot on the brake, and I'm going to go ahead here and fire her up for you guys. Gotta love it. This is classic Chevy power at its finest. I can even see that cowl induction hood. So amazing, so amazing. Listen to that stock restored sound of the 454. So amazing. Listen to that stock restored 454. What a wonderful car. Remember, one person is going to win both the Camaro and the Chevelle. We want it to be you. Help out those charities today. Get your entries to win. And we will see you next time with more great fun, more great action, and more great grand prize cars like two amazing Chevy muscle cars. To one winner. It only happens here live in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage. See you next time, everybody.